welcome to Swinging with Swing Dan with your host Jesse and Jody, and we're hosting some of our favorite people, Justin and Kayleigh from Oklahoma on the border. I don't know why I always want to say over the border, but I know it's on the border. But I always be like it's OTB, but on the border with Justin and Kayleigh. How's it going, guys?
That's good.
Good.
We're just petting our chihuahuas.
Huh?
We're just petting our chihuahuas.
Yeah, it looked like your screen froze. I don't know. I'm not sure why your screen froze, but yeah, like we were just saying, we feel like bad pet owners since we put ours in the room and locked them up, and then you guys jump on with your chihuahuas, and I think our cats are bigger than your chihuahuas, but our cats are way too active and moving around, and cats are just different.
That's the whole reason we're holding on to ours, because they would be running around fighting the entire time. So
yeah.
So we met you guys a couple years ago at Hito, and Kayleigh was in the contest.
Yep.
And that was before you guys owned your own group. And
Yep.
since then, you guys grew like hugely in like 2 years. How fast did you grow? How many members are you at now?
we're at almost 2,400.
Wow. That's in 2 years. And you started off like wanting to do like just the Hito and then kind of switched to like just being a full-fledged group.
Yeah, pretty much. So we like Hito's our favorite place in the world. And so all we wanted to do was be able to like go back to Miss No Swimsuit. And once we like started a group, we were like, well, we'll just have a couple meet and greets and whatever. And then we had a couple parties, and then the party started getting bigger. And so now we're kind of here with I don't know, parties. Probably every like couple months we'll do like a big party. We do a ton of meet and greets. A lot of virtual meet and greets for like people who it's hard to get out because of like kids or jobs or whatever. But we're just we're connecting people, basically.
Oh, that's good. Like I always tell people, just putting people together, like-minded people together. You know, it's a good thing, and what they do with that is their business.
We kind of stole a line from Tom's Strips. We connect good people to good times and good places.
I like that. And you guys are getting ready to go back in March?
Yeah. So we're actually going October. 7th to 15th. We're super stoked. We're gonna be hosting Bye Week,
which is the hair. I've got to represent. So
yeah, she's wearing the Bye Pride flag on her hair.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So
wear that to
purple.
Are you guys gonna be hosting Bye Week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
So now you guys will be going twice a year.
Yep.
Yes. Which is both like exciting but also daunting, I think. So.
There's no such thing as too much Hito.
No, definitely not.
Never get tired of Paradise on Earth.
Yeah.
So you guys been in Oklahoma, and obviously on the border. I'm assuming. How is it like? Is it like a wide open community? Is it more conservative or quiet? Is it more laid back? Like being in Madison, we're more open. Everywhere we go, people know that we're in a lifestyle. We have open bars. We got parties at open bars, and like nobody's really worried about being seen. Well, some people are, but for the most part, we go out as a group of 15, 20 people, swingers, and be like, hey, let's hit this bar. Let's go to this town. Let's do this. How is it in Oklahoma as far as like, like an in a closet thing?
So I'd say there's probably more people here that have to worry about like careers and those kind of things being affected. But as far as like overall, I'd say it's probably pretty similar. Like we're openly lifestyle. We don't hide it from anybody. A lot of our friends are the same way. But we do have some friends, you know, they would definitely be fired on the spot, like here, if their weekend exploits were found out. Um, I will say though, like the community here is probably behind closed doors more wild than anywhere else we've been. Um, like it gets crazy. It gets
It gets crazy. Well, hopefully that's like most swinger parties, right? I mean, part of the reason we go to parties and join groups is for it to get crazy, you know.
yeah.
So I hope there's nobody. Hopefully, there's no groups out there where it's like let's just get together and chill. Yeah. So hopefully, but like I say, just hopefully there's a lot of good parties out there, and that's part of the beauty of being in the lifestyle is mass amount of parties and events you get to attend. I mean, any state we go to, we probably have a list of options of just parties to choose from,
Mhm.
and if you know where to look, they're not hard to find. Most of them are common places, groups or social media.
Yep.
There's a few popular websites and stuff like that. But I think overall, hopefully, most people throw good parties. I know there's some that don't throw good parties, but hopefully, most people throw good parties. You guys have like, so are you in the middle of your, where you completed your Mr. Swimsuit
Yep.
contesting?
Yes.
So you're already.
Yeah,
So you're not gonna do it.
we
You're not
got
doing it this year, Kayleigh? Do you think you will ever do it again?
I would like to do it one more time. But I say that and then I'll go and experience it. I'm like, no, I'm good watching. So
Mhm.
it's a lot of work.
What about you, Jody? You think you would do it again?
I'm fine just watching. I'm a good supporter.
One time was enough?
Yep.
Maybe I'll talk her into doing it.
No,
Actually, Michelle said one more of my contestants. So I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure we on point now.
Yep.
So that's pretty funny. But do you think like the lifestyle is pretty much growing in Oklahoma, or is it pretty stagnant?
I would say it's growing. One of the cool things about a place like here, so I think the older folks are super conservative. There's a lot of really religious people, a lot of really judgmental people. But I think whenever you start looking at the younger crowd, like when you start looking under like 35, a lot of those people, they've grown up very differently than we did, and they're growing up like with like polyamorous relationships being pretty normal. Like they see those even in like high school.
Yeah.
And so I think by the time they're adults, they're kind of looking at everything very differently, and they're more open to like trying things, exploring things, seeing what works for them. And I think here especially, like I think there's going to be a really big shift probably like the next like 15, 20 years, where it's going to be a lot more mainstream here.
I agree, and it's like that here. I think the older people may be a little more conservative, although there's some that's not. But yeah, overall, the older you are, the more conservative you are. Our group probably started being less conservative around 45 here, and people are just like they're just out all like over the place. We go out, we're probably gonna find a few swinger couples or meet a few new ones, and it's just like it's almost like automatic. You go to the park or just like, I mean, it's so much more like common to find meet new people. Because we have met new people that's not part of the lifestyle, but like, oh, we're curious. Next thing you know, they're at a party. You know, it's like, I mean, like I say, it's not just like places like strip clubs or things like that. It's like regular bars or restaurants or whatever. You know, festivals. So we usually, you know, and it seems like lifestyle couples are way more outgoing, so it's easier. You know, it's easier to find or locate or spot. You know, like they're probably lifestyle. They're way too friendly and nice. So.
If a couple goes out, if they do karaoke, go bowling, and go to a costume party in the same week, they're 100% the lifestyle. Like that. Nobody else is living their life like that.
We do have a lot of people. We used to have bowling events, and those were huge bowling events, 70 to 100 couples, and those were at regular bowling alleys where we just go and bowl, and you know, and a lot of our friends like karaoke. When I lived in Texas, we did. I used to do karaoke, pretty highly drunk, but I used to do karaoke in Texas. I've since retired from my karaoke days, but we did earn beads in Hito doing karaoke. We did Jesse's Girl, but that was a tough bit. I didn't know it was so many like words to Jesse's Girl because when you hit the song, you know, you think you say that like 80% of the song, but there's actually a lot of words in that song. So we did earn our MSV beads doing Jesse's Girl. I told her to do Boys to Men. Anybody that knows karaoke knows Boys to Men. It's so hard to say goodbye or something like that. Is the easiest karaoke song ever. You know, so you stick with those type of songs, you win. But you know, Jesse's Girl is way more complicated than just Jesse's Girl.
I do the Elton John this song. I get super sappy and I do like the ballads.
Yeah.
Like and I stare directly at her the whole time I sing. Like,
do you like when you do karaoke?
Do what? I don't do karaoke.
I said, do you like when he do karaoke? So
Oh,
she sings to you?
You know, I mean, every now and then, that's all right.
Oh.
But yeah, it's very, very into it, very passionate. So sometimes I kind of walk away.
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'll be at the bar.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. So now we know. Next time we go to Hito, we're gonna be like, do it.
It's like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like Jody, go get Justin a beer.
That was the best. I couldn't believe like she kept bringing me beers. Like
I was just like, no.
yeah, like,
You're on your own.
I was thinking like, as long as I gotta get Jesse a beer.
that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Yeah. That's a swinger lifestyle, right? So yeah, but she did get quite a few beers that night. I think we was hard. I don't know how you and I ended up sitting at the main pool for about 5 hours.
We were there for
Talking till like I don't know how late we went, but it was pretty late.
it was late. It was we were having some like deep philosophical like meaning of life conversations.
Drunk. Conversation. Yeah. So how do you? So when you guys like grow your group, is it mostly like word of mouth? Like anybody that someone recommends, you guys let in, or is it like a process, or is it like they find you by luck? How are you guys growing so fast?
So yeah, I think a lot of it is honestly we've got a really good team that helps, and we've actually got a few people like that. That's their primary function in OTB is just like finding new couples, new singles, like people that are going to fit with our community. OTB is a little different. Like there are some really great like communities down here in Oklahoma, Arkansas. Like there's also some really bad ones, to be honest. And we kind of have the belief that like everybody that's not an asshole is welcome here. I mean, that's our number one, like our first rule of OTB is no assholes. And so we've got people just kind of look for like people that we're going to mesh with, people that are going to be a good fit for our community. And then we do kind of like a quick vetting process just to make sure. So like we create their social media, you know, we run everybody through like the National Sex Offender database, like just to make sure, just to make sure everybody we're letting in is like people that, you know, at least never got caught. I mean, it's not necessarily saying people are safe, you know what I mean? But it's
right.
like I feel like
there's no threat that's just sitting out there.
Yeah.
That you should pick up that you haven't seen.
Yeah, for sure.
Or you haven't vetted.
Yep. So and then that kind of helps, I think, because like everybody sort of comes like pre-primed. So whenever they're in OTB, I think they already sort of from the very start, they sort of get what we're about. Like we are about like having a ton of fun. We also do like a lot of like education stuff. We do a lot of like big discussions on like really, really difficult lifestyle topics, like when should you take a break, how to deal with jealousy, like we try to cover a lot of that stuff because like when we were brand new, we had a million questions, and the only places we were getting answers, like it was always like some like internet post from 1997.
Yeah.
You know, like trying to tell you like how to deal with stuff, and it's like that doesn't help. You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's interesting. You brought up a couple things, like when to take a break, because I always tell people like take a break whenever you're ready to take a break or need to take a break, or but try. I mean, there's no need to make a grand announcement. Just leave, and the group will be there when you get back. I mean, it's not like because some people will make formal announcements like, all right, we need time, we need to fill this. Like, dude, just go away, take care of whatever you need to take care of, and we'll be here when you get back. You know, there's no reason to like really like do an attention type of like just take your break, take your mental health break or whatever you need, relationship break or whatever the reason is. No one needs to know. Most people really not gonna inquire, you know, and then when you're ready, come back and it'll be like nothing happened. You know, it's like you never left.
Well, like we've taken breaks while owning OTB.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've taken time off from like the play part. You know, we still throw parties, we still do a ton of stuff, but like we've taken a step back from some of it. Like, you know, I mean, we've had like all kinds of stuff come up in our personal lives, and we're not there. Like we're just not. That's not the mood we're in, you know, whatever. And so we've taken a step back, and like, I don't know, when we're ready, like we just jump right back in, you know, it's like, nobody's going to fault you for like taking a step back when you need it, you know?
Like riding a bike, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just go ride for a while, and then eventually you're like, go for a bike ride. You know, like, I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, like once you get into the lifestyle, you know, the only expectations, you shouldn't care about anybody else's expectations on you, but the only expectations usually is the ones you put on yourself, you know? And it's like I say, I always tell people, like, most people have their own lives to worry about. I mean, they just truly just don't think about other people that much as far as like, what's going on with them, what's going on. I mean, unless you put it out there and everybody have to witness it, then it's like, then it becomes gossip. But for the most part, if you're not, you know, if you step away, nobody's going to come and ask why, you know, unless you're posting that you're stepping away. You know, I mean, like you miss a few parties. I mean, that's
like
chalk up as normal.
Yeah, you know? Nobody notices. I mean, it's like, you know, I don't know. Fuck, maybe your babysitter canceled. Nobody knows, like what's going on in your life. Again, unless you like make some big dramatic Facebook post about like, you know, hey, we're taking a break. Because
don't message me. Don't
Yeah.
We need to focus on us. All right. I don't know why y'all stop focusing on y'all and beginning, but you never know you get now. You
Now we
know?
know something happened.
Yeah, something went wrong.
Mhm.
Somebody got in a robe of done chemistry.
Hey, did you guys this super random and off topic? I apologize. We've noticed with our numbers. So the big swinger holidays, right? Like Halloween, New Year's, like 4th of July, Labor Day, like those kind of things. We always notice we'll have like a little drop in numbers.
Mhm.
Like people maybe a little too wild at a party or something. They're like, okay, we're gonna take a step back. Like, I was like, yeah, somebody messed up.
Somebody's in trouble. We always notice because like usually after we throw a party, like the hotel party takeover, you know, I'm usually woke to see people like leaving. And you can see like some people do a walk of shame. You're like, oh, somebody there had too much fun last night.
That was us. That was
That's
us last
what I was
weekend.
saying.
You like, okay.
Throw it on.
Like, all right, you see, like, okay, that's the walk of shame. Like somebody really went all out. Or at least one of them did. You know?
Yeah, we had to go pick my car up, and we got dropped off by friend. We ended up at a hotel. We had planned on coming home.
Yeah.
We ended up at a hotel, and so we get dropped off. I was still wearing my costume from the night before. Like, so I looked absolutely ridiculous, and like we're both just like hungover and like, just like, oh.
They were like, it's not even Halloween and he's wearing a costume. Swingers.
I bet they're gonna go sing karaoke later.
After bowling, right?
Mhm.
That's a good combination. Bowling and karaoke.
Yep.
We used to do bowling and then a bar party. Because we'll do bowling like 7 o'clock. We go to 9. And then like we used to have to like go tell like went and told a couple like, hey, we're gonna go bowling. 70 swingers come here afterwards, you know. And we used to go to this one bar, but it was too small when we had like 100 couples. So I had to like drive a couple bars. It was like, hey, you guys look pretty empty. How about we come set up shop in here, you know? And here the bars love like the swinger groups to come there because for some reason they think we drink a lot.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just Wisconsin, but we drink a lot, and that's pretty good enough for them, you know. So we get good rapport. Yeah, we got good rapport with the bars around the state of Wisconsin. You know?
Yeah, we do too. We got one bar we really like. We went and checked it out, just us and maybe like 2 or 3 couples, just, you know.
Yeah. That's how you get it.
Yeah, and like, no, it was super cool. I talked to the manager, like they were all cool, like, you know, like, hey, you know, we got like a crowd. Like I try to warn people kind of like, hey, this is what to expect, you know. And she was like, yeah, no, hell yeah, like come on, you know, like whatever, we're cool. And this place, like you can ask Kayleigh, like I was literally like nipples through my shirt. I was so fucking in this fucking bar. And then we show up with like 175-ish people, I think. That bar was so hot.
Yeah.
Like
we were breaking out like the big industrial fans,
Yeah,
like trying
like-
to just
like-
move
like-
some air, and it was just like
yeah, it's just a little like cinder block building, you know. And
Yeah, we did one of those, and we was trying to like keep the doors open on like every door in the place open, and it was just so. I mean, you know, it ended up being a lot smaller than we thought when we was thinking about the party.
Yep.
Because like with our group, people sign up like last minute, so we'll get like half the people sign up in the last 3 days. You know, and it's like, oh, but I mean, now when we throw a bar party or something like that, we kind of expect, you know, we have bigger bar parties now than we did when we first started off, so we know to like get a bigger bar, but we have a share of like small bars and things like that. But one thing I wanted to ask, you guys mentioned, are you guys considered like the Bible Belt?
yes, very much so.
And you also mentioned, well, swinging, you know, people already have their outlooks on like swinging lifestyle. You know, a lot of our people go to church too, so which is pretty funny. But you guys mentioned that you're going to be hosting a bi week at Hito.
Yep.
You know, like how is the bi community accepted in Oklahoma? Is it open? Is it closed? Like for up here, you know, I'm sure there's quite a few bi people in the lifestyle groups, but it's like more unspoken or never talked about, or you know, or really unseen. You know, but again, you know, when people ask me about it, I was like, I'm sure, you know, it's happening. You know, I don't, you know, nobody's asking anybody about it, but it's very quiet if it is happening up here. It's something that people don't talk about openly in a lifestyle, you know, except when it comes to women, you know. But like, I'm talking about from the male perspective. Are you guys? Do you guys have like, is it a combination of people that's like, or is it mostly considered straight men? You know, like when a male is straight and it's not really talked about.
I mean, for
your group.
Yeah, for us down here, you know, I mean, bi women are praised and put on a pedestal, and they're the, you know, the epitome of what, you know, when people think swinger or lifestyle, they think, oh yeah, we're gonna go get and add a woman to the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why 60% of the guys accept being in a lifestyle, right?
Yeah. The men, however, like, so like bi men, it's really a very quiet, really a very closeted situation. And one of the things that I'm really proud about OTB is that we have a very large bi community. So and the bi men feel comfortable posting and feel comfortable talking about their sexuality. You know, we've got a couple of you know, gay couples, a couple of even trans couples that are openly, you know, able to engage and converse with people in the OTB community. So that is part of what sets us, you know, apart from the other communities here, is that we do have a safe space. But largely, you know, especially bi men, they have to be very careful about revealing that, and they have to be very careful in situations, you know, almost reminiscent of, you know, women, you know, walking down the street at night. So it's very, you know, can be very dicey for them. But
yeah, so like to further what she was talking about, like so OTB is like actual the demographics. We're at like it's 48% men, 49% women, and then we've got 3% that actually identifies like non-binary or something other than, you know, male or female, which I don't know. What's that?
I say that's a pretty high percentage. I mean, I would think, as far as like the groups that I've been around, you know, like I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen like a transgender person at a event. Like I say, I do know of like a couple by men, but I mean, I would hope that MSV will have like a safe space, or people will feel that they can attend events safely. It just never, you know, I have had calls where people call and ask about it, and I'm like, everybody's welcome, everybody's accepted, but I haven't really had anybody that was like openly like, oh, just came and was like, I'm openly bi, you know. And again, I hope that we will provide that environment where people can feel they can be whoever they want, you know. But yeah, you were saying you have 3% of you know, people that don't define themselves. Well, you said.
Yeah, so 3% identify themselves as something like non-binary or something other than male or female. And so I mean, and that's kind of weird, because so like with trans folks, trans women will typically identify as a woman. You know, they're not going to identify as like other, because they're a woman.
Right.
And then the same for like trans men. So, and we don't really have any way of like breaking, you know, things down further than kind of just what it gives us. But I think it's like when you scroll through OTB, I think it's one of the coolest things. It's one of the things I'm most proud of. is it's like it's a whole spectrum of people.
Yeah.
And considering this is Oklahoma,
Yeah, right.
that,
Which is why I asked the question. Being in Oklahoma, how is that?
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we got we did a fundraiser for the Trevor Project, which is like a suicide hotline for like at risk like LGBTQ kids, and we did a fundraiser for them, and we actually had a drag queen like do like our like daily social media themes. And she put together these like ridiculous like videos that were just way over the top, like typical like drag kind of comedy. They were just absolutely phenomenal.
Shout out polyester.
Yeah, shout out to polyester. And it's like it's stuff like that we do, like where like it's easy to be inclusive but quiet about it.
Yeah.
Like where you are welcome to everybody, but I feel like a lot of people because they're so used to not being welcome, that unless you like specifically like roll out the red carpet, have the doormat that says like welcome, they're not going to know, because they're typically not accepted in a lot of the spaces and stuff where, like a bi woman and a straight guy, like they're going to be accepted everywhere in the lifestyle.
Yeah.
But two bisexual men who are in a relationship, like, they'll usually have to pay two single guy prices if they try to go to a club. They're not going to get the couple's price. There's a lot of stuff where it's just like, and I feel like the best way to do that is like make all that stuff known, let people know, hey, this is our stance. Like if you are a couple, if you're two bi men in a relationship, you want to come to our party, fuck yeah, you get couples pricing.
Yep.
Like, and it's pretty easy to tell when people are full of shit, like, like, all right, now kiss. You know what I mean? Like, oh. But yeah, like, no, and
you got tests also. You know how like people be like, I can play as a single male, and they have to hold up a sign next to their wife. They have to sit in a picture.
Oh, that shit irritates me. Some of the yeah, no, like, well, I'm actually getting divorced. My wife stole all my money and cheated on me and blah blah blah. And then like 6 months later, after they ran through like 15, 20 Facebook groups, like they're happily married with like 2 kids and like.
Well, happily is.
Okay, well, their wife was happily married until
Yeah,
she started getting a bunch of DMs like asking questions. Yeah.
Yeah, we have seen that where people have been outed on social media that way, where people are like, I mean, because some people like are very curious. Like me, I'm not really that curious about like other people, because people like message me like, that's a fake profile, and I'm like, I don't really care. I haven't messaged them anyway, or thought about messaging them, so it doesn't bother me, but people are pretty investigative where they're like, that person got a wife or a husband. Maybe we should see if it's okay with them. like really?
Yep.
Like you're just gonna go ruin their marriage, huh?
Well, I mean, that's the E in ethical non-monogamy. Like, it's ethical. Like we do all sorts of outlandish shit that like if the rules of our marriage were different, we'd be in divorce court. But like no, we're like happy as can be together because like we've addressed everything, we've talked it out, we've had all those hard conversations, and like we know where we're at, like we know where our boundaries are at, like, and I think that's the thing, like for people like that, like the lifestyle is not like, it's not cheating with permission, it's being yourself, like in a comfortable, supported relationship. So fuck cheaters, that's all I'm saying. Fuck cheaters.
Stop cheating. Did he say stop cheating? I always say that. I always be like, one thing. I mean, we've been married for 24 years. The reason I'm happy is that Jody allows me to be me. And I'm sure I got some pretty within rules, but I still feel that I'm allowed to be me. I still have you know, I still have things that I can't do that I wish I could do, but for the most part, what I would, you know, I'm pretty happy doing what I get to do.
Conversations gonna happen after this.
Yeah, you're in trouble, man. You're in
I'm
trouble.
pretty happy with what I get to do. I wouldn't trade that. You know? I mean, we sit at home watching TV 7 days a week, or you know, just happy to get out of the house. You know, I hang out with other people, but you know, in general, life's very, very good. Very happy. And then I get to chase Kayleigh around Hito for like 7 days. What do I got to complain about? You know, I got friends that like just every day they come home, they're accused of like cheating, and these are guys that don't do anything. You know, it's like, dude, just hey, majority of the time I'm smiling, so that's a good thing. So when you do when you go like so you're gonna be going to Hito twice. That's 2 7-day vacations.
Yeah.
Is that easy to pull off?
Nope.
No, it's
So
not.
how do you balance fun and work?
So I mean, I have the day job with, you know, PTO and all the stuff. So I just kind of told my boss, I was like, hey, so I didn't use sick days. Can I turn that into vacation? She was like, why? And I was like, well, you know, and I just was like honest with her, and she's like, yeah, no, you're pretty kick-ass at work. So yeah, I think that's okay. Come to find out, when we go to Misto Swimsuit, my boss will not be at Hito, but she will be in Montego Bay at the same time we're at Hito. So I'm like trying to get her a day pass, like, let's see us.
You think she's not gonna be there? She'll be there probably like 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've never been to Hito before. Just to be happy to be going to Montego Bay at the same time you're going down there. So
Yeah.
you gotta find something else to do.
Yeah, I'm like, come on down.
I'm not gonna say which one, but one of Jody bosses came to a few of our parties. Not saying a current boss, I'm just saying a boss that she had before. Ended up at like 2 or 3 of our parties, which was pretty interesting. And you know, small world. You know, so we happy to see how smaller and smaller the world is getting when it comes to lifestyle people. Because now, like when people ask us when we're going to Jamaica, you know, first year I don't know that we really said too much. But I know like now if people are like, oh, where? We're like, oh, we go to Hito, you know, clothing optional resort. You know, and people are like, oh.
that it tries. Oh.
Like, oh yeah, we need one in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I want one in Oklahoma too.
Do you guys have any clothing optional type things in Oklahoma?
Yeah, there's a couple,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, there's a few. I mean, it's one of those things where like it's like chocolate ice cream. Once you have it, like nothing else really compares, you know. and like and to go from hedonism to like literally anywhere else.
yeah.
I mean, there's no place else like it on planet Earth. Like it's heaven. Like, and what's crazy to me. Sorry, babe, I'll let you talk. Let me just say one thing.
I was like, I'm not passionate for
Let me say one thing. No, I think hedonism embraces all the best parts of the lifestyle, and I think it actually, I think just like how the lifestyle, like, yeah, the sex part's awesome, but if you take that completely out and you just go to fun ass themed costume parties, get drunk with your buddies and like hang out and have a shit ton of like inappropriate laughs, like just all the wild adventures, all that stuff, like hedonism's the same way. Like if you go and you just enjoy like all the like world-class food, so I'll say world-class entertainment, but the food is world-class, all of the like epic entertainment, like everything else about the resort, it's still heaven.
Yeah.
Like when you add all the sexy times, it's just hedonism. Do you know what I mean? I mean, like the name is like so
Yeah.
perfect. because it's like it went from heaven to like, oh, I feel gluttonous, you know. Yes, go ahead, Dave.
Well, I was just gonna say a lot of people, you know, it's like, oh, it's like a topless resort, you know, or it's like a toplet. I'm like, no. You know, no. It's much more. It's much more. So, you know, there's a lot of places that you can have, you know, to little starter kind of things, or you know, something different.
Yeah.
But it's still just it doesn't compare to, you know, to stick with our.
There's nothing like maxing out at the lunch buffet and then like banging the fuck out of your wife in front of a crowd. You know what I mean? Like,
did he just whisper something? Like, was he whispering on the podcast? Were you whispering on the podcast?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're in Oklahoma. Someone might hear us.
Yeah.
So, what like Hito? Like, one of the thing about Hito, I think the best thing about Hito is like it's whatever you want it to be. Like it's, I mean, if you like you said, if you just went there just for the entertainment, it'll be a blast, you know. Or if you go there just for the food, it's great, you know. If you go there and just to see people walking around nude, it's great. You know, you go there to have sex, I'm sure there's some great Hito sex going on. You know, like it's gonna be, but it's whatever you want it to be. You know, and like if you stay 4 days or 7 days, you know, we lucky enough to be able to stay 7 days. Which, you know, by the seventh day, we actually like, okay, we can go home. Or at least me, I'm like Hito now.
Like, no.
I'm like Hito. Like by the 7th day, I'm like I've been drinking and partying and hanging out for 7 straight days. Hot tubs, going to sleep at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., getting up at 8 a.m. for 7 straight days. I'm usually full.
We went to a house party.
Okay, we came back and went to a party.
I was like,
we didn't come back and go to the house.
Way to call him
We
out.
can keep going and over and over. But sometimes you have to decompress, and I'm not going to decompress at Hito. You know, I'm not gonna shut it down at Hito.
Yeah, we flew in and still drove to a house party that night.
Yeah, we drove from Chicago to Wisconsin Dells, and our friends who have pretty big house parties and supported us coming back, Jamaican style house party. And we were talking to Justin, like, dude, how do y'all do it? I was like, this is how we do it in Wisconsin, man. We just
you're fucking legend, Jesse. I don't understand.
I'm a raging alcoholic. My liver is tough.
Huh?
But I have seen some of your multi-day, like just normal life, multi-day fucking events, and I'm like,
just like, yes.
God, that man's made out of iron. Like,
honestly, that's why we probably did so well in Hito, because like when we used to do our hotel parties, or you know, some of us will start Thursday, we'll go Sunday, then we'll have Sunday, Monday, of course. You can't not like have a party, an event for like 2 or 3 days and not do Sunday Fun Day, which usually lasts until Monday, and then you like go to work and you're like 2 days, you're like zombie mode, you're like, dude, it's almost Thursday again. Where you have to suck it up and do it all over again. If not, they're gonna be like, dude, what are you getting soft? You know? So yeah, and I tell people, like, I mean, we get a lot of practice. You just don't wake up like that. I mean, we over the years, you know, like when people come to our parties, I'm like, just so you guys know, it's not 2 24-hour days, it's 1 48-hour day. So be prepared. Once you get on site Friday, we shut it down Sunday afternoon. So
do you guys I know you talked about this. I don't know if you ever actually did it, but the Did You Die shirts?
Oh no, I had posters of that.
Nice.
Yeah, so I have poster. I have this MSV poster for me. I mean, like, I party with MSV all week. This weekend is like, but did you die? Yeah. So yeah, usually we kind of post those after parties and stuff like that, because some people are like, I felt like it. Not Thursday, you're right back at it again. Yeah. like there's always something going on. There's always lifestyle people getting together, and that's what kind of make at least our area pretty cool. We have quite a few large groups here, and somebody's usually doing something. And like I say, if not, if somebody's like, "Come to my town and let's go to the bars," and everybody's like, "All right, let's go," or like being in Madison, we just have a lot of lifestyle people in this area that we just hang out with all the time. So
yeah, we're gonna try hopefully before March to make it that way. That's always difficult, like because we gotta plan all of our shit and whatever. And it's
trust me, I know it's hard for us. It's hard for us to make the local groups around here, because we have friends that have groups and stuff like that, and we try to make each other party. When you don't make each other parties, everybody like, "Oh my God, is there a problem? Is this? Is that?" Like, no, like we do all the stuff we do, and then we have our regular weekends, and then we go to the party weekends. It's like like I say, sometimes you need to decompress and just party local. I guess that's how we decompress. We still party, but it's just like we'll just party around here.
Yeah, we sort of like because it's super rare for us. It feels like to have just a weekend at home.
Yeah.
Like we never have that. Like it's always like, okay, cool. Like Thursday night, the car is packed and loaded, and we got the speakers and all the shit and whatever, for wherever we're going. And then we take off usually Friday night, and then it's Sunday afternoon, we roll back home, and that's every weekend almost. So whenever we get a weekend at home, we don't do shit. We ain't leaving this house. Like we don't shower.
Nah.
Yeah, we DoorDash food and we plop our asses on the couch and just watch movies. That is the whole weekend. We sleep on the couch. We wake up, we just eat leftovers, watch more movies. Ain't doing nothing, man.
During the week, we usually don't do anything. We just sit here and we put on Netflix or YouTube or whatever we're watching, and we can just watch TV all day, because it's again, we know Thursday's going to be coming pretty quick, or Friday, and it's just you rarely just get any time. Now we got football season, since we do youth football. We have that added to the schedule, that we had practice every day for that, and then you come home, and again we just kind of sit around, just get lazy. It was actually easy for us to get to the when they had the stay-in house in place for the pandemic. I mean, it was easy for us to just chill and relax. That was it was very relaxing during that period. We had but we still had a few secret spots that we could go to, but we got way more rest during that period than we ever had, because some of our friends had bars, come up, people we knew, and strip club. Yeah, so we still had activities, but for the most part, our hypocrisy only goes so far. We didn't totally
your pandemic chilling is still going pretty hard.
Well, it's either 0 or 100. For us, it's either 0 or 400. We're either partying, or we're just chilling. If we decided we're gonna do something to go out, going out. Last week, was it last week or? Yeah, last weekend we went to this bar, and once a year they have a bikini paint contest, where if the women wear body paint on the top, that they get to drink for free. And they have professional painters there, painting the women with different designs and artwork and stuff like that. We put a couple people posted something on our page, but we've been doing that for 5 years, and that when we started going, it was super small. It was probably
only 4 or 5 of us.
But yeah, it was 4 or 5 of people that we know were swingers, and then there was a lot of bikers, but it was probably 80 people total, and every year people started finding out about it. Last time we went, it was probably 40, 45 swingers we do, maybe 50, maybe more. because we were like different pockets now, although we like all know each other. So we're sitting in different places, so it's hard to really know, and it's probably so that was a very cool event. A couple weeks before that, we went tubing for breast cancer awareness. That was a 8-hour tubing session. A lot of drinking. It's just always something to do.
Yep.
And especially if you're in a lifestyle that give you way more than vanilla folks to have the opportunity to get in trouble.
Yep.
Well, hey, I'm sure we'll be seeing you guys soon in March.
Yeah.
We try to learn to like keep it manageable so we be conscious of people's time, but also makes it easier to have people back on. So you kind of mentioned that you might do a podcast in Hito.
Yeah, so we're starting up our own now. It's called the Nudecast.
Nudecast?
The Nudecast, yeah. We're gonna be butt naked.
Yeah, I kind of thought about doing something like that, but I think you guys will be much better at sitting around, dude. Yeah, so so let me now have to be nude to do your podcast.
Yeah. So
Carefully placed chihuahuas.
he agreed. He was like, "I'll do the podcast if you do body."
Okay.
Now, I was like, "Sure, of course." Now I'm starting to see all these catches. Hey, I'm actually wearing a shirt that I got from you at Hito, which is pretty cool. One of my favorite color shirts. So,
oh, nice.
Grace Amigos.
Yeah. Aw.
That's for you.
I'm fine. He does love me. I knew it.
Hey, but we'll see you guys soon. I'm sure we'll be talking to you guys before that. Thanks for coming on our podcast and just chopping it up and giving your experience and perspective. And we truly appreciate what you guys are doing for the lifestyle and helping it grow. And like I said, being very open to everybody. It's really great. So you guys keep doing what y'all do and keep killing it in Oklahoma. And it sounds like a little bit of, let me see, Arkansas or Arizona. You guys get people from Arizona too?
No.
Arkansas?
No.
Arkansas?
Is like
Oklahoma big enough. Y'all continue having fun in the Bible Belt.
Will do.
Keep sitting in the Bible Belt. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.